Good evening, and good evening. Yeah, how are you guys? How's everything? Well, right now I'm at the beach, sitting in the car, waiting for sun to be down so I can start taking some shots. But before that, I thought, okay, let me share with you the best of the best. So right now, I am basically targeting to share with you the best 105mm focal length. Why 105mm focal length? Because I personally believe 105mm focal length is give you that depth and rendition which 85 cannot give. Because mostly people think like, oh, if it's 85, well, that's the best. You can get the best. Well, not exactly actually. 85 is give you much space, much room to go with. But if you really, and 135mm, it's too tight for many people. So it's not gonna good for if you're having less space to take headshots or half body shot. 135 is not recommended. And 85 sometimes gives you too much room, so you have to ending up cropping the image. So I personally believe 105mm is the best, which gives you the pleasure of the both world, 85 and 135. Now the question is, by the way, I have seen the most variety of the lenses in not even 85, not even 135. The most variety I have seen and the focal length with different aperture values, it's in 105, which is kind of surprising. I mean, not many experiment was done with different aperture value at 85, neither at 135. So only 105 gives you many options with different manufacturers, with different formats, like medium format or full frame or crop. So like not crop, like full frame and medium format. And so 105 is a very versatile focal length in my view. Let me start showing you the best of 105, and then I will show you my most favorite 105mm lens. I have like 4 contenders. Let me start with this one. Let me start with this one. Why this one? The reason is because this lens took the world's most famous image of Afghan girl, Steve McCurry, Sharbat Gila. This is 105mm f2.5. That lens is having 5 elements, full frame lens. It's built like a tank, and it's freaking sharp. And the best part is not only sharp, it's produced such high contrast and rich color images that you don't have to increase the color saturation slide in the post processing. So that lens, it's really damn good. 105 2.5. That's the first one. By the way, there is another version of this. No, not this one. This is for 135. So that's the first one. Okay. Then the next in the line. Of course, everybody knows about this lens. That's Nikon 105 f2 DC. That's f2 aperture. It's a D-type lens. And of course it's manual and autofocus, and aperture can be controlled from here. But the amazing part is this part. That basically gives you independent control of the focus area, which you can do in the front and at the rear end by changing the aperture value. So basically what it does, that it changes, there's one lens in the front, and you move that lens with different aperture values, so it changes the rendition of the image. It becomes more soft at the front if you are moving in this direction, or at the background out of focus area if you're moving this part over this direction. So basically f4, 5.6, f4, f2, either the rear rendition or at the front rendition. I always put this thing in middle because that's my taste. But this lens produced the rendition which you have never seen from any f105mm lens. That's so freaking amazing lens, truly amazing. If you cannot do manual focus lens, if you cannot use monofocal focus lens, then this one is for you. That's autofocus. It works on for any full frame, and in crop sensor D7000 series, D90 and D300 as well, but not D3000 series, not for D5000 series. No. So this can be done. This is amazing lens, truly amazing lens. Now next, 105, my second most favorite image. Actually, till last month it was my most favorite portrait lens, but it's been taken over by another one. Well, okay, this is my second one, which is Nikon 105 1.8. This is all metal lens hood. Okay, and it's of course that's aperture, that's 1.8 if you can see the aperture, and it's also 5 elements in 5 groups. Okay, let me tell you about this lens. This lens, it's freaking incredible. Like, it's far better than the f2 DC which I showed you like half a minute ago. This lens is so freaking amazing. And when I learned about this image, why are you you're probably thinking, why am I having 2 lenses? Why? Well, if I do have the whole time in the world to do a portrait, I do with this. But if I'm on the fly and like click and clicking in an event, I don't have much time, then obviously I go with this one. If I have time, I use this one as well. Both are 105, but this one, it's out of the world. That lens literally produced a 3D rendition. That lens literally produces image which produce 3D rendition, and I have posted the example in my profile, in my Flickr profile, and even at my page. Like, I don't know what Nikon did with this lens. They have stopped making this lens, but this lens literally produces 3D rendition. 3D rendition means it produces the image so ultra realistic that you literally feel like grabbing from the screen. This lens, I'm not kidding. I have examples to show, and I have done that. So make sure, and it's a fast lens, and it's really a sharp lens. It's not that I have just color, and it's incredibly like, it produces the image which rich in color, high contrast, ultra sharp. Like, I don't have anything else to say. If I am shooting with that lens, khalas, I don't need anything else. That's how good that lens is. Again, 105 1.8 AIS. Alright, and now my most favorite 105 for portrait. Now you probably be thinking, what else can exceed this lens? Nikon 105. Well, there is actually, and that lens is not for full frame. That lens is basically medium format lens. That's a medium format lens, and that's from Super Takomar from Pentax, and it's literally, by the way, that's a radioactive lens, and that lens is from Pentax Takomar. That's this is 105 2.4. 6x7 is basically medium format, And basically the full frame equivalent of this lens, it's 50 mm 1.2. So if you have 50 mm 1.2 and you have this 105 mm 2.4 and you're using two format same time, you will have ending up same type of image. So the full frame equivalent is 50 mm for this one. This is a radioactive lens. How I know that? Look at this. It's producing brown tint, the brown tint. So basically brownish means it's a radioactive. So I'm keeping away from my face. But it's amazing. It's incredibly amazing. It's so sharp. It's so sharp that you gonna bite your nails. Like if you are able to nail the focus, you're literally going to like, damn, that's so realistic. I mean, that's incredible lens. But it's 105, so although it's equivalent to 50 mm for full frame, but it's still 105. So 105 is 105. That's another debate, we will talk about it later, but this lens is right now my most favorite. 105 for the portrait. Although it's 2.4. Now many will ask, oh, we have 1.4 from Sigma, we have 1.4 from Nikon, why we need 2.4? That's true. But like you can shoot with Sigma 1. That Pentax lens in, yes, Paula, we do have an adapter. Let me show you exactly. And that's actually how I come to know about these lenses. You know, now that sounds really strange and funny, but I found the adapter first and then I started looking for the lenses, and that's where I came across this lens. Let me show you. You have to just bear with me for a second. Alright, here, that's Nikon full frame, huh? Basically, there is this adapter, this Photodeox Pro P67 to Nikon, Pentax PT67 to Nikon. You Google about it, it's around $70-80 adapter. Alright, you use that adapter and you use that adapter and you can mount any medium format lenses on your full frame. So I am basically getting the best of this lens on best of medium format on my crop sensor. Let me show you a shot. Let me show you. Wait. Actually, I have sunset. Let me show them. Okay. Look at this. Let me show you the image. I just took it from that lens. And it's right from the camera. I didn't even edit it. It's so sharp and it's so rich in color. I mean, truly, it's really great to see how we have options out there and we are not able to avail it. Look at this. I will post this thing on my page and you will see it's truly unbelievable. Like, we have rich lenses which not rich lenses, I mean the lenses which are incredibly sharp, rich color, with high contrast. They are out there and nobody knows about them. So using this using this adapter, that's Photodeox Pro PT67 to Nikon, use that and then buy these lenses and put them on your full frame or even on crop sensor. By the way, that's 2 times. So basically for this camera it's 105, but if you are compare the angle of view of this lens with any full frame, so it's basically equivalent to 50 mm for full frame. But for right now this lens for this full frame is 105, so I'm using it as a 105. So that's right now my most favorite focal length for portrait. That lens is my most favorite portrait lens, and it's ultra sharp, not sharp, ultra sharp lens. Hi sister, how are you? How's the Hulk? All 3 Hulks. Oh man. You guys must visit. Now you must be. Thank you so very much. I know I changed my look and everything. Thank you sister for all the support, and I appreciate that. Say my salam to the Hulks and Wonder Girl. That's my friend and his missus. They are online watching me, so I'm just trying to say hi and to them. Anyway, so let's get back to the topic. Like okay, there is another lens which I basically have this. That's a medium format. Which one is this? That's again Pentax 6.7 200 f4. I got this lens in $59. Both are doing great. Yeah, alright sister, I will look into the image. Acha, which image you are talking? The one which I just took, or which one you are referring? Sorry, I missed that. Anyway, so I was just trying to say that this lens I got it in $59, and it's really incredible. I have like 200 mm for full frame. It's like 400 mm. So I'm getting an angle of view of about 400 mm. The one you just showed. Okay, let me show you, sister. All right. This is the one I just took. I'm sitting in my car waiting for the sunset. Now I am doing this video, so I thought, okay, let me take a shot. So this is the shot I took. Again, that's right from the camera, no editing. So that lens is really good. So I'm basically enjoying the luxury of having these cheap lenses. Thank you sister, thank you so much. So now I am enjoying the luxury of having these cheap lenses which are incredibly sharp. The only thing the only drawback that I have is to do a manual focus. That's the only thing. Else, I mean, if you can nail the focus, if you have all the time in the world to do a manual focus, then I don't think so you need any autofocus lens. Even for wide angle or portrait or landscape, I mean, of course for event and fast pace event photography you need autofocus lenses because of the nature of the work. But right now, if you have all the time in the world, just go for manual focus lenses and you will be more than happy. So I just showed with you the best 405 in my view. Let me repeat, and I hope you will agree with me on this. That's starting with the famous one which took the Afghan girl portrait, the 105 2.5. Alright, the next in line, that's 105 f2DC by Nikon. The next one, my personal favorite, my second most personal favorite, 105 1.8 AIS manual focus lens. And the last, oh man, that lens is killing me. That Pentax 105 2.4. Like this. Yep, that's it. So that's it, guys. I have showed you the best 105, and I hope You can choose any one of them as per your need, as per your budget. All these lenses are cheap, literally cheap. The cheapest one, okay, actually not cheap, this one is not cheap, it's around $800-900. But this one 105 2.5, $300-$250 you can get this one. Actually much cheaper depending on the condition. And this one 105 1.8 has $450. Okay, this one which medium format, that is I got it, can't remember, it was $250, something like this. Thank you, sister. My sister basically praising my work, and I truly appreciate her every word. She, people like her and my friend Khurram and all those people, they always supported me for my photography and stuff. Although I have never called myself a photographer, I always call myself that I am just another clicker. I just click. I do not take photos, but thanks to these nice people, I truly appreciate them for whatever they are saying, and they always encourage me for my work, which I believe we all need encouragement. We all need to encourage for our positive hobbies. And photography is one of the positive things. Of course it's expensive, but my idea is to share with you these lenses, like to give you how to get the best at a cheap rate. This is what my whole idea of this video right now is, to get the best of the best at cheap rate. So thank you so much, sister. Say my salam to Khurram and loves to the kids, and thank you everyone who watching this live session, and I am here to help you guys. Although I cannot speak much these days, but that's one of the reasons I'm not making any videos. But now I am having a weekend, so I thought, okay, let me make a couple of videos to help you, to all you people, and so you can get the best of the best at a cheaper rate, at cheap price. So I hope you will like this video, and we'll talk about it soon. Take care and have a great evening and a great weekend ahead. And to all my brothers and sisters from the Muslim countries, Eid Mubarak in advance. Thank you.